What's going on, guys? As you can see, a little location change. It's cold in the Northeast and it's beautiful in the South. So one of the benefits of sports betting, obviously, the freedom to go wherever you want, freedom to travel wherever you want, whenever you want. And at first, I really thought that all I cared about was the money. I have to make X amount of money per month, per year, betting sports, whatever it was. As you go along, you realize it's not the dollar amount, it's the freedom, right? Men want freedom. The freedom to do whatever they want, the freedom to go wherever they want, the freedom to associate with whoever they want to associate with, wherever they want to. Not taking orders from a boss, not having to be somewhere every day at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. or whatever time you have to go to work. Not being allowed to not do certain things, right? Freedom. Everyone wants freedom. At the end of the day, freedom is more important than a watch, a car, a mansion, anything like that. If I had to choose between making less money being free and making more money working for somebody, I'm choosing making less money being free 100 out of 100 times. And I think almost every single man would as well once they got a taste of that freedom. Now, in order to get a taste of that freedom, you have to know what consistency is. Because the only way you get freedom is fleeting when you take your foot off the gas. Freedom doesn't exist when you're unable to do something over and over again for an extended period of time. I got this freedom by putting thousands of countless hours into handicapping games, into learning about what the lines mean, what the money distribution means, how to read line movement, what that really means. Everything about sports betting that I know to this day I've put thousands of hours into. And after practicing perfect bankroll management, doing everything the right way, learning from mistakes, capitalizing on smart moves, I now have freedom. And you're not going to get freedom if you can't do those things, right? So I was talking to somebody earlier about this, and a lot of these guys online, doesn't matter what business or what sector they're in, if things get slow or they feel a new wave or a new trend of a certain type of business model coming in, they'll just simply jump ship from whatever they're doing and switch. They're constantly riding a wave, jumping to riding another wave, jumping to another wave. I've seen so many people, sports bettors, they think they're sports bettors, and then a couple months later they're selling stock picks. Then a couple months later they're touting crypto coins. Then they're pretending to do real estate. They're all over the place. And there's a lot of people like this that are constantly switching their services, switching their offer to jump on what's ever hot to make a quick buck. And so I was thinking about my freedom, and I was thinking about how I wouldn't have this freedom to go wherever, do whatever I want. If I would jump ship every time things got cold, if I jumped ship when things weren't going 10 out of 10 as smooth as possible. And so if you want freedom in your life, you're going to have to focus and dial in on what you need to do every single day. Because there are things that if you do every single day will eventually lead to you having a completely free life and enough money for you to do whatever you want. You have to nail down what those things are. Or you have to decide what avenues you're going down. If you're going down the crypto avenue, the stock trading avenue, real estate, sports betting, whatever it is, you need to hone in on those things that you need to do every single day in order to be successful. And you need to do them to the best of your ability, whatever it takes to get those done every single day in order to have this freedom at the end. Because it does not come overnight. It doesn't happen in a quick period of time. Luck will not bring you this freedom. This happens through consistency. Discipline, consistency, habits, and a strong mindset of never giving up, right? So I was thinking about my service and my offer, right? I've had it since day one, since 2022. I've had a day pass, a week pass, and a month pass. Once in a while, people will say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should change this, change that. And I am where I'm at because of my consistency, because of my ability to never give up and never quit, and to really put 100% into sports betting and being a professional sports handicapper and a professional sports bettor. So I am making the decision to never change. Day pass, week pass, month pass, I'm 99.9% sure is always going to be available. Now, in a couple years from now, when my bankroll grows and I'm betting $20,000 a game, $50,000 a game, I'm sure the prices are going to probably go up a little bit. And I probably won't even market as much because I'll just be so focused on handicapping the games and finding value and focusing on my own bets, because there isn't enough people that are going to pay me in a day where I would make more money selling my plays than I would betting them if I'm betting $25,000 to $50,000 a day. I'm not aware of too many people. Maybe if you have a couple days here and there where they'll make $50,000 in a day selling plays. I've never made $50,000 I've never made $20,000 in a day. These numbers, these big numbers of my income, I'm making through sports betting. So if I get to the point where I'm betting $25,000 per game, $50,000 per game, and I know all I have to do is profit one unit in one day to make $25,000 or $50,000, that's where my focus is going to be. I would have to be an idiot to truly be betting $25,000 a day and only focus on the business. Even right now, $8,000 units, 99% of my focus is on the betting, is on the plays, is on the handicapping, is on the finding value. Because as you guys have seen, if we have a bad day, there's no day in the past since I started my business that could financially make up for me having a bad day betting. And me having a good day betting, as you guys have seen, $25,000, $35,000, $45,000, $50,000 days betting sports have never came from my business as well. So the majority of the money that I make and then I have the potential to make or the potential to lose is from sports betting. So that's where my energy, time, and effort is placed. And that's where it's going to stay placed. But back to the consistency thing. My offer is going to remain the same. Day pass, week pass, month pass. I might advertise less down the road. Prices might go up down the road, as they should. If you want to get winning plays from a long-term profitable sports bettor who's betting $25,000 to $50,000 a day in his plays, you're going to have to pony up for him. And if you're not willing to do that, then you might have to go somewhere else and lose with someone else and go somewhere else and lose with another person to find out that, okay, it's worth it to pay the extra money for the better quality plays, for the winning plays. So that's what I've been pondering a lot lately. That's what I've been thinking about. And that's what I'm super grateful about, that I'd never quit, that I always went all in on every single thing that I was doing. And I never shied away from going all in on sports betting. That's what got me to where I am. Got me my cars, my watches, travel. I travel so much. I'm taking 2 to 6 flights a month, almost every single month of the year, the past 2.5, 3 years, especially in the winter months because I hate the cold. And that's the freedom that being consistent with sports betting, being disciplined, being focused, not quitting, not giving up in sports betting has given me. And my focus is going to remain on that. Things are going great right now. We've won 17 of our last 20 days. We crushed November. We're already up in December. Whether things go good or bad over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, 2 months, 3 months, I'm never going to switch my focus from what has brought me to where I am and what I know has insane potential for me personally in sports betting to some sort of wave like e-commerce or crypto or stocks or anything else like that. Of course, I may dabble in it as a side thing with extra money, whatever I have, right? If you're smart, you're entrepreneurial, you're a business-minded person, you're going to diverse. I'm not just going to have all my money in my bankroll. But you get the point. I am always going to be focused on my number one thing, my bread and butter, because that's what brought me to exactly where I am today. And I know, I've seen the potential it has for me, and I know where it can take me. And if you guys want to have freedom down the road in your life, or maybe soon down the road, or maybe you're almost there, you need all your focus, all your attention, all your time and effort into what's going to get you there. And if you're smart enough to know you want freedom and need freedom, then you should be smart enough to figure out what's going to get you there. It might be a couple things. I have clients that have been with me for a year and a half, 2 years, and sports betting they've made money 2 years in a row with me betting. A lot of making money 80% of the months, 90% of the months they've been with me. A lot of money they've made betting sports. So for them, if they have a big enough bankroll, just copy and pasting my plays is literally a source of income for them. I have some clients that are really big into real estate. I have a client that owns car dealerships. Crypto, stocks, brick and mortar business, whatever it is that's going to get you to the next level, to freedom, you need to double, triple, quadruple down time, effort, energy, and focus into that. Because every single day, I wake up whenever I want. I wake up early. You guys know I'm disciplined. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm disciplined. Essentially, though, I can wake up whenever I want. I can go wherever I want. I can do whatever I want. And every time I jump on a plane, but really every time I wake up and walk outside of my house, but especially when I'm traveling, when I jump on a plane, when I get to a new location, one of the first things in my mind all the time is, man, I'm so grateful I never fucking quit. I'm so grateful I stayed consistent and didn't give up. And I'm so grateful that I found the thing that I'm best at. So if you guys want this freedom, which I want you all to have, if you're following this channel or even watching this video, I want you to succeed. I want you guys to figure out what that's going to be, and you need to double, triple, quadruple down everything into that. There are things you could control every single day, things you can do every day. You have to make sure you get those things done. Some of the best, most fulfilling days I've had in my life have been from just getting a shit ton of work done. Not exactly the days that I've made the most money, but some of the most fulfilling, happiest days of my life have been when I've gotten a ton of stuff done. And maybe it might be a day later, it might be a week later, it might be a month later, it might be 6 months later. That always ends up leading to more money coming back to you anyway. Control what you can control every single day. Go all in on what you know is going to get you to that next level, and don't skip a single day. Because there are people out there that are not skipping a second, and they're your competition. So stay grateful, stay hungry, stay focused, stay consistent. Whatever you're going to do, make sure you do it the right way. I've tried sports betting the wrong way when I was younger. Blew my bankroll up many times. I now get to do it the right way, and I'm extremely grateful for it because it's brought me everything I have in my life, and it's going to get me everything I have in my life 5 years from now, 10 years from now. When I do have the mansion in Vegas and the multiple supercars and a penthouse in Miami and a place all over and maybe in a different country, that's all going to be from sports betting, because I'm never going to quit, and I've always just gone all in on what I know I can do. That's my message for you guys today. Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for tuning in.